In this solo survival episode, I'll be finally moving on to building the new hallway from the hangar bay all the way to the entrance of the Mongolia mountain base. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Nidd. So here we are back at the hangar bay, and so there's a few things that have happened here. You might notice the med bay here is going. There is a cryo bay here, which Nordic Beast came in and just dropped that in. I moved the med bay, but I left everything else so that he doesn't die. And there is a new one of these dealies here, which is, let's see if it's been cleaned up already. No. So you'll see there's leftover bits over here. This Boris decided to leave the planet in a rage fit and built himself a launch vehicle, took off back to the stars, and took off up back to the stars. Part of his design, of course, he just drops the pieces he doesn't need once he gets to the right height. So this crater here is because of that. I also understand there's a similar crater over on the other side, but it's kind of funny. So I've been doing a little bit of work. I have to get rid of this, obviously, since we last talked. And it looks like there's some damage on the wall, but let's head on in. So this is new over here. So Bernie Bear made a couple of awesome comments in the last solo episode. One of them was that so this obviously is my new suit room that I kind of talked about in the last solo episode about building. So I've made it here with all these little lockers and gun racks and things, as well as some displays and the suits over here for people suiting up and unsuiting for, planet EVAs. But I just wanted to use them. And then the med bay's in here and it's all hooked up. Bernie Bear was saying that he thought the idea of the suit room here was a cool idea, but he made the suggestion of, like, back in, I think it was the last season of the Nidd, I had an inside of an asteroid base where I built a bunch of little huts and stuff, and so he thought that was a cool idea to try and mimic some of that ideas here. So I've done it in a very different style, obviously. We don't have those sliding glass doors on this server, so I just left it open, because putting a door in here actually looks really weird with the glass on the side. So I've just kind of done it like this. And then, as you can see, it's a nice little hut. Not made all out of glass. It's actually a solid hut, except for the glass doors here. But I think that turned out all right. I kind of like it. And then I finished putting up the conveyor system all the way around. So you'll see that it now goes all the way down here. And it goes down there. And it goes all the way around. And then back over to this one over here, which hooks up the med bay. Like a so, right down through there. So it all works, and which makes actually working in here makes it really easy now, because I put these cargo containers kind of every 9 or 10 blocks or so. So you have like easy access now to whatever you need whenever you're doing stuff in here. That actually has made this a lot better. All of that stuff is going to get moved. It's all going to go down into Yolanda Bar or something like that. I can't remember what we're calling this thing, but into the cave base. But we're having some troubles. This long conveyor line actually now goes all the way down there, and we're having some serious stuttering issues when multiple people are playing on here. And we're thinking that it might have something to do with this conveyor line. Maybe it's just with the size of the grids that we're building. We're not exactly sure right now, but it's starting to get unplayable when everybody's on, which is really sad. But yeah, so anyhow, I did continue on doing all of these, building all of these kind of like, industrial crates and barrels and stuff all the way around. I started playing with some of the colors and stuff, so different colored of things, as well as over on this side I finished off all of these ones as well. Kind of gives it that industrial feel in here. And Boris's garbage just, littered all around. That's kind of the changes that I've made. There was some comments about the door. I started to try and replace the LCDs on this door here with these catwalks. One of the problems, of course, is I had to put it on this side, which means that there's a bit of a gap. And on the other side of this door, it now has, so the smooth side is this side and not on the other side. I can't really see that unless I open the door, but that takes forever. Yeah, speaking to that is one trick I'm going to try is I'm going to replace all the LCDs with these because that might help. There was a comment by Elemental Blaze 79 that the LCDs cause graphic updates, which might be why it's having some problems with the door. There was also a suggestion that instead of making like the open style canteen back here, I think it was Bernie Bear as well that made this one, to actually build like a canteen. This is where the idea actually for the using huts and stuff came in. So, but I'm thinking of maybe trying to build some kind of a building back here that has the canteen in it, and it's kind of like a multi-level structure on the back that then could hook up to the catwalk system that we wanted to put around in here, which I'm still planning on doing. So that's kind of an idea that I have in here. But what I want to get to today is actually building this hallway in place. So I have a bit of a design for this. And to do this, I'm going to need to get rid of some of the stuff I've already done, but here's exactly why I love having cargo systems close by everywhere. Let's grab an efficient grinder. So I'm going to start by just getting rid, I'm pretty sure all of these are connected. Oh no, they're not. Okay, I'm going to have to be careful about not disconnecting all of this. Oh, it is. I think we might be starting to get some of that lag. Yeah, and now it's staggering like crazy. And I think I'm the only one on. No risks received. Yeah, it's just me right now. So if I... Yeah, and then it's gonna stutter. This might... Oh, bonk. Oh, bonk. Oh, now it's starting to stutter like crazy. As soon as I started to grind things down, and I'm getting no message received. Oh no, this is gonna go badly. We'll see. I'm gonna try and get started on this and hopefully see if I can actually make some progress, but we'll see. I might run out of time before I can get this thing done. Boys and girls, dun, dun, dun. There it is. There's the hallway. So I just got it finished up. I kind of had a bit of a doorway, but I think it looks all right. Maybe need some. I think I could do some more with the coloring. Like I made it dark. I got the white. You know, maybe I could put like a white stripe down the middle or sides or something to make it give it a bit more of a cool look. But yeah. So here's basically what I've done. I wanted to try and keep some of the rock and stuff, and you'll see it. We're going really slowly here. We still got some problems, but you can't see through these windows, because in space in the future, you can't have clean windows. So yeah, so they're all mucked up and everything. But that, that's just how they come. When you build them, they come pre-mucky for you. It's a feature. But yeah, so you can see the conveyor line up there through the top. I was going for that look, and I wanted to actually be able to see some of the rock through there. But here, let me turn my light back on. You can see it a bit better when your light's on, right? Like I was going for that look. I think I like kind of how the lighting in here looks when it's all dim. And I'm thinking maybe even changing some of the color, maybe changing the color up a little bit to maybe even like a light blue or maybe even a red. But for now, I think that looks kind of cool. And you can still see through the bottom as well. When I finish this though, one of the things I thought to myself is it looks very, like the windows and everything, it's very symmetrical, which is obviously what I was going for, but at the same time, the window blue seems like a bit much to me. So I'm wondering if maybe these two lines on the sides, I flip the windows around so that it's the clear side showing, which means that they would actually look more white and maybe actually let you see more into the rock without your light on. But it might give it a bit of maybe an offset look where like a lighter windows on the side with the darker windows on the bottom and the top. But here, let's take a walk through. if we can actually make it down to the other side with this constant slowdown. Ugh. Let's see, if I bring up the, you can see the simulation speed is dropping, and the server speed and my local speed. And my local speed is dropping way more, but every once in a while it's just like, ugh. But there we go. We're trying to do some stuff right now to kind of fix that. We've got some really long conveyor lines, and we're trying to see if we can fix that up by breaking them apart and connecting them only when we need them connected. Trying to keep each room kind of separated off from each other. It has helped a little bit. I'm hoping maybe some performance fixes will come out today. I think today is Thursday when this is coming out, so there should be an update after this release of this video that we're watching right now. You might see it after the release, but I recorded it before the release of the Thursday update, if that makes any sense. But yeah, and I really like how these great big windows up top here. I think that looks really cool, and the lighting and everything in here. The next thing that needs to kind of happen then is maybe like a staircase down to the road that leads into the Mongolia base, something like that. And then we come on down. Whee! Yeah. And maybe even if we flipping out those LCD panels for just straight up conveyor, or not conveyor, have conveyors on the brain. I've been building lots of conveyors. Like, and I imagine this doesn't help either, having these massive conveyor lines all the way around on these pedestals. Just it sucks that you can't build the way you want to build because you need to keep things small so that the game doesn't slow down and ruin your day. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Like I said before, I might flip those windows around just to see how that looks. Change the coloring of those lights. There is some holes. You'll notice there's some holes down in here too. Like I could actually put something here. I might go with more lights, but I don't think I need to. There might be something aesthetic I can do in there, or just leave it. Right? Maybe this is enough. One thing actually, Minty was looking at this when I built it, and he was asking me, he's like, "Oh my God, where did you get those hexagonal windows from? What mod is that?" Well, it's not a mod. It's just a trick of the eye. He figured it. Oops. He figured it out pretty quick. I just obviously made it look like that using these blocks, right? If you head on up. Woo! Jump in here if I can actually make it in. Ugh. You can see it's just those giant 3x3 windows on top that I put those blocks in the corners underneath so that it looks like that. And I thought it had a nice look. These here is a mod. They're these like half, or not half, but they're like just small coverings, and they're I use them down there as well. So you can, they look like the interior walls, but it's just this tiny little slab. I have the same ones down there. And I thought it looked cool because when you look up, right, it's not these giant blocks that's covering up all of this rock. It just kind of looks like it's for stability. And then you can actually still get up here and do maintenance on things if you want. This looks pretty cool up here. It's by itself. Let's see if I can get out. Let me through the hole. Out. Ah! I don't think I'm gonna make it. Gonna make it out of this hole. I made it in this hole. Why can't I make it out of this hole? Come on. Out. Okay, we're gonna go the other way. Uh-oh, I got a Minty. Ah, there's a Minty. Let's, oh, that's right. You can't run. You can't sprint and jump. So I'm gonna head down this way. But anyhow, I think that'll do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions or comments on how we can, make this look better, anything that you think that we can add or change, let me know in the comments. Definitely check out everybody else's stuff as well to see if there's, anything that anything else that they inspire you to, and I will be down there with you talking in the comments as well, like always. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I do new episodes of the Nidd on Mondays and Thursdays. Roid Grab is still coming out on Wednesdays at the moment. And we have some other great stuff kind of scattered throughout. I hope you all have an absolute great one. And I'll see you next time.